The Eastern Front in World War II was not just a place where soldiers fought, it was one of the most dangerous places in history. From 1941 to 1945, Germany and the Soviet Union fought each other in a huge war. Millions of soldiers marched across frozen land, broken cities, and burning villages. More than 30 million people were killed. No other part of World War II was this deadly. On one side was the German soldier. He was trained to be calm, careful, and smart in battle. On the other side was the Soviet soldier. He was tough, brave, and ready to keep fighting even when things went wrong. Both soldiers believed they were fighting for their homes. Both believed losing meant death. This war was not just about guns and tanks. It was about strength, learning, and never giving up. So who was more dangerous, the soldier who fought carefully or the soldier who refused to stop? Let's find out.
German soldiers trained very hard before the war. They practiced moving, shooting, and working together as a team. They were taught to think for themselves and make smart choices if their leader was gone. This made German soldiers very strong in the early years of the war. Even small groups could fight large enemies. Soviet soldiers had a harder start. When the war began, many were sent into battle quickly. Some did not get much training. Mistakes were punished, and fear was common. But over time, things changed. Soviet soldiers learned from experience. Those who survived taught new soldiers what worked and what did not. By the middle of the war, Soviet soldiers were tougher and smarter. German discipline made soldiers efficient. Soviet discipline made soldiers enduring. One side trained to fight well, the other trained to never quit. German weapons were carefully designed. Their machine guns could fire very fast and stop enemy attacks quickly. German rifles were accurate and strong. German soldiers used their weapons carefully. Every shot had a purpose. Soviet weapons were simple and strong. They were made to work in cold, mud, and snow. If one soldier fell, another could pick up the weapon and keep fighting. The Soviet PPSH gun fired many bullets quickly and worked well in close battles. It was loud, fast, and powerful. German weapons were precise. Soviet weapons were reliable. One side focused on accuracy. The other focused on keeping the fight going.
German soldiers used fast movement and smart plans. They tried to surround the enemy and win battles quickly. Their goal was to finish fights before the enemy could recover. Soviet soldiers fought differently. They used large groups and heavy artillery. They attacked again and again, even after losses. If one attack failed, another followed. German tactics were about thinking faster. Soviet tactics were about lasting longer. Both styles were powerful, but only one could survive a long war.
At first, German soldiers felt confident. They believed they could not lose. But as time passed, the war became harder. Supplies ran out. Winters were harsh. Many felt tired and hopeless. Soviet soldiers fought for their homes and families. Many villages were destroyed and people were hurt. This made Soviet soldiers angry but determined. After winning at Stalingrad, Soviet soldiers believed they could win the war. Belief gave them strength.
German soldiers often fought very well in small numbers. They aimed carefully and defended strong positions. Soviet soldiers fought in large numbers. Even when losses were high, they continued. Germany fought smart. The Soviet Union fought big. In the end, numbers mattered more. Germany started strong, but did not change fast enough. The Soviet Union started weak, but learned quickly. By the end of the war, Soviet soldiers were experienced and confident. Learning helped them win. Both soldiers felt fear. Loud guns, explosions, and cold nights were everywhere. Fear tested them every day. The bravest soldiers were not the ones without fear, but the ones who kept going anyway. One German soldier was often more skilled, but many Soviet soldiers together were unstoppable. Skill mattered, but endurance decided the war. Wars are not won by the strongest soldier. They are won by those who keep standing. And in this war, the side that never gave up was the Soviet Union. If you enjoyed learning history in a simple and clear way, subscribe to Battle History Files. Watch more true war stories. Learn how history really unfolded. New videos every week. This is Battle History Files, where history comes alive.